In 1939, when the war started between Germany and England, I came to this school with the rest of my friends and we were evacuated from here. We were taken to the train station at New Cross and with our parents, but our parents was never told where we were going because they were afraid that the enemy would hear about that and they would bomb wherever we were. So they were not told where we were for quite a few weeks. The headmistress there at that time was Miss Perotti. And the day that we got evacuated, we were waiting to be taken or go to the station. They told us that Miss Perotti had gone home to France because of the war. Now, whether that was true or whether it was a rumour, we never did know, because she eventually did come back here as headmistress. But this school closed during the war, and the air raid shelter wardens and one other thing, they took over the school. So this was not a school. Many of the schools closed at that time because so many London children were evacuated.
You'd always be alerted to the start of the day by the ringing of the bell. And I remember a lot of kids wanting to ring the bell, so we always had a competition about who rang the bell. Once the bell had rung, we'd go straight into lessons. I don't remember there being any lineups, and then we would just try to settle down and get our coats, bags off. And I just remember the classrooms being warm, comfortable, and lots of scribbling on a blackboard, as we used to call them then days. And yeah, I think the whole feeling of the school was really nice and warm, and the teachers really cared for us. I genuinely remember there being a genuine care for us pupils.
Mr. Walker, who would have been my teacher when I was about 10, I suppose, 9 or 10, he used to reckon I'd land up on the moon because I was so into outer space, you know. But of course, it was a good few years before they got there.
I've just met some ex-pupils, and it's quite moving for me to see how they've grown into really responsible, lovely adults. They've all got good stories to tell about the school, and they remember me and some of the classes that I taught, so that's really quite something for me. Yeah, the pupils were great, and that's backed up. They were kind of supported so well by the community, the parents in the community, working with the teachers as well. So it felt like, genuinely, it's a cliche, but it felt like it was a family. And it was well before all the pressure of Ofsted and the national tests and so on. So there was a certain amount of freedom. Luckily for me, as a new primary teacher, there was a certain amount of freedom in how we went about the job. So yeah, I had a ball, I loved it.
It always had a reputation for being a school with a really kind of nurturing ethos, had a special feel about the building. I remember the Chair of Governors talking to me about that when I first arrived as head teacher. And we've maintained that, and we still, even this week, we've had a school improvement partner who walked through the school and said, what a lovely feel, there's just a lovely balance about the school.
I still live around the area, I literally live across the road. Yeah, it's interesting seeing Kender develop over the years. And then we used to have a massive, there used to be I think it's still there actually, the tree garden bits. I remember that.
Kender means a lot to me, actually. I remember coming for my interview about 7-8 years ago, and I remember stepping in and being shown around by Mr. Barr and really loving the school instantly. And thinking to myself, I really, really want to work at this school. The environment is just fantastic. It's amazing. It's a really lovely environment for children to be in.
So you used to leave your front doors open and people would come into your house, just friends, or it was completely different. You couldn't do that now, could you? Someone would come in and burgle you, but you never had nothing for people to take. And where we are now in this room, this used to be an ice cream shop. And we used to go out of school, straight into the ice cream shop. They used to do the best lemon ice, Frondas it was called. The park over the road, according to Lewisham Council, has only been opened since 2010, but it was a park all the years that I can remember, so before 1970. So it's always been a park. So we used to play football over there. But you knew everybody around there. It was great.